I'm Chip Wade, structural engineer and carpenter on a popular home improvement show. I want to introduce you to a Fluke tool that will change the way you take measurements. Old school tape measures have gone the way of the T-square, replaced by cutting-edge laser distance meters like Fluke's 416D and 411D. Check this thing out. It's lightweight, compact enough to fit in your pocket or on your tool belt, and as rugged as any Fluke product. You get instant, accurate measurements up to 200 feet with the push of a button. We're talking distance, area, and volume. Not to mention height measurements, all without moving an inch. You don't need a second pair of hands, you don't need to worry about obstacles or tape sag. You don't even need to be able to access the entire area you're measuring. For any professional in design, HVAC, electrical, or building management, Fluke's laser distance meters are must-have tools. Check out the 101 uses for a laser distance meter at the link on this window, or to learn more, watch some videos of the 416D in action. I'm here at a facility where they need to take some unused space and transform it into a manufacturing floor. With the changing requirements, we're going to need to take a lot of different measurements into consideration. That's where the Fluke laser distance meter is going to make that a lot easier. Come on in, let me show you what I mean. This is a pretty large open space that we're going to want to pack with manufacturing equipment, taking into consideration ventilation requirements and heat loading. That'll be a lot of calculations down the line, but the first thing we need to know to get started is the area of the space we want to fill. Now you've seen the size of this place. With the tape, it would definitely be a two-man job with us yelling dimensions back and forth to each other. Otherwise, I'd have to find a way to fasten this end and then walk it all the way over there. But check this out. I just turn on the distance meter. I press the area button on the 416D here. Now all I have to do is measure the length. And then the width of the room. Notice how the icon on the LCD clues me in on which measurement to take. And it's done. That's it. In like 10 seconds, I have an area measurement and I can move on to turning this into this. It's that easy. Converting this large open area into manufacturing space means running a lot of new wiring. We need to take plenty of measurements not only to see what kind of materials we need to purchase, but to ensure that we meet all necessary regulations so we don't run into trouble come inspection. So, there are a few measurements we need to get before we're done, but let's start with the fun one, taking distance measurements inside of a drop ceiling. Now you know there's tons of wiring run up here, and that can be a real nightmare for taking measurements, but not anymore. I'll just move this tile back and point the laser at its endpoint. The laser is really easy to see in the darkness up here, and so is the light up screen on my 416D. All I have to do is point and click. It's that easy. And because it takes continuous measurements and stores up to 10, I don't have to stop in between. When you're working up estimates for new clients, being able to knock them out as quickly and as accurately as possible is going to make a big improvement in your bottom line. You may have tried out ultrasonic distance meters in the past, and if you have, you're probably familiar with their limitations. When it comes to taking accurate measurements in large or complex environments, you just can't beat a laser distance meter. The Fluke 416D and 411D use light waves and frequency to get accurate distance measurements of up to 200 feet, with accuracy to within 1/16 of an inch. Because light waves don't spread out the way sound does, it's easy to avoid the obstacles that throw off an ultrasonic meter. You can use it indoors, outdoors, pretty much anywhere you need to take measurements. Bright light or a poorly reflective surface can make the laser difficult to see, but because Fluke is all about making your job easier, a push of a button will translate your measurements into area, volume, or height. All this means is that you can hammer out the measurements you need safely, accurately, and quickly, so you can get to the real work. Wiring, conduit, ductwork, placing large pieces of equipment. Measure right the first time, get it done fast, and get to work. They're constantly looking for ways to make your life easier, and the new laser distance meters can do just that. Accuracy to 1/16 of an inch up to 200 feet. Area, volume, and height measurement with the push of a button, all in a simple, rugged little tool that every electrician, industrial technician, or HVAC professional should have on his tool belt. To take a demo, learn more than 100 great uses for this tool, or to find out where to buy your distance meter, follow the links on this page. For Fluke, this is Chip Wade.